Hey guys, and welcome back to Moto Capers. Alright, so we have a bit of a problem with the bike. I noticed on my last ride that the engine warning light came on, and it gave me a few heart palpitations because I didn't know whether my bike was going to be stuffed or not. What's also happened is that it won't let me engage the cruise control. It also won't let me go into any of the menus to change any settings. Alright, so if I try and get into settings, you see there, it just basically tells me, no, go away son. Alright, so what I did do is buy myself a diagnostic tool from eBay, and it is the diagnostic tool for my bike specifically, which is the XSR900 2022. Right, so to hook that up, we go in, remove this plug, line up our 6 pins, hook it up. Alright, and you can see there, as soon as I turn the bike on, I can go diagnose, and it will go through and it will look for all of the fault codes that may be present for what's going on. Right, and I can see there's one read codes. Right, it says P0030 heater control circuit bank 1 sensor. Right, so that tells me that it is the O2 sensor, which is located down here on the exhaust and comes up and hooks up behind this panel here. Okay, so I can then get back out of that and I can go erase codes. Okay, and that will clear any codes that are there. So that's processing now, that'll clear that code. Right, emissions related diagnostic information has been cleared. Okay, so that's good. And we can see once we look at our dashboard again that it has actually been cleared. All right, so that's good. We know that that's the problem. Only problem is though, when I then turn the bike back on, it comes straight back. Okay, so we know that the problem is the O2 sensor. Alright, so again, we'll go back into diagnose. That'll do its thing, and that's going to tell me again that it's the O2 sensor that's a problem. Okay, have a look. Read codes, O2 sensor. Okay. So we'll get back out of there, we'll go erase codes, I'll get rid of that code. Erase codes, yes. Processing. Alright, and we can see there that the code has been erased. Okay, so that's a good thing. Alright, what we can also do now, I can actually get into the settings. Alright, so we know that the thing that was blocking us access to the settings menu was that code. I can also turn on the cruise control. and I can change the other mode settings as well. All right, so that is the problem. So to fix that, guys, what I have done, I've gone online, and I'll put the link to this on the screen, and purchased myself a new O2 sensor for this bike, and I'll go through the process of removing the old sensor and fitting this, just to confirm that the O2 sensor was the problem. Righto guys, so the first thing I'm going to have to do is remove these two 4mm Allen screws, which will give us access to where this plugs in, and with some side cutters cut off that cable tie. So then what I'll do after I remove that, I'll get a spanner onto here, onto the O2 sensor, one of my ratcheting open-enders, and I'll screw that in. And what I'll do is screw the new sensor into that location with the open-ended spanner, then get the spanner off and hook it up here. Now we've unhooked our old O2 sensor from the umbilical up higher, we're going to get our spanner onto here and undo it. So with our 17mm spanner, we'll feed that through. And we will undo our O2 sensor. Right, shouldn't take much. It doesn't need to be done up massively tight. But this is our old O2 sensor that has clearly failed. Now, what I noticed on the ride, when I was riding, I ran over a stick, and the stick, I think, hit this, and it's probably broken a connection in there somewhere, although that looks pretty fouled. Looks pretty dirty. But it received a whack, so that's probably what killed this sensor. Right, so what we'll do now, we've got the old one off, is we'll fit the new sensor. Alright, so we get our new sensor, remove our plastic cap, make sure we've got our crush washers on there. Right, and we will just get this in and start to tighten it up. And we'll do this before we hook it up to the actual bike's umbilical, just so that we don't have to unduly twist this cable and potentially break it. Alright, so that's largely in. Alright, I'll just get the spanner on and give that a quick tighten. So it's easy to thread the sensor through the spanner and just get it on and nip that up. A little, as I said, doesn't have to be massively tight. That's tight enough. Those crush washers have done their thing. And then we don't have to twist this cable so much to get everything on and lined up, which is great. Right, we will also need to get a cable tie on this later to make sure that's not going to get pulled around too much. Right, but I'll show you where it hooks in into the bike umbilical now. Alright guys, so this plug here, this plug is the plug that the O2 sensor goes into. Right, so if you can see on there, we've got the past sticker there. There's a little tab that's got a line up here, and click on like that, nice and secure. Alright, then we push that in nicely again, and we'll place our side cover back on. So with the side cover, got a little tab there that's got to line up the top, and then just the two screws to go back in. So again, line that up, make sure our wiring is in the right place, all nice and neat, which it is. Right, then push that down, line it up, and again with our 4mm Allen key, we'll put these Allen bolts back in. Notice that you've got these little silver washers. You've got to make sure that they go back in as well. All right, so that one's started, and we'll get the other one in before we nip them both up. Again, this is just with a 4mm Allen key. Right, no need to have them massively tight. That will do it. Righto, so we've got our new O2 sensor hooked up to the umbilical and into the exhaust. We'll get a cable tie on here to make sure that it's going to be nice and secure and not jagged around too much, and then we'll tick the bike over and see if our fault code has disappeared. I'm hoping that it has. Alright guys, so you can see we've got our new O2 sensor fitted there. I'll put a bit of cloth tape around this to protect it a bit more. We've got it cable tied back, and then a bit of loose stuff here. I'll put another cable tie on that later. And then it's hooked back up into the umbilical of the bike. So now, moment of truth. Right, so bike ignition on. See what's going on. There's our dashboard. Bike on, run. And you can see that our fault code has not come back. All good. So we've replaced our bloody O2 sensor and got our bike up and rolling again, which is spot on, exactly what we wanted. Again guys, what I'll do is I'll post down below a link to where I was able to source the O2 sensor, because an OEM O2 sensor that was going to be about $300 and they were out of stock, so I bought a Chinese copy for about $100, $90 delivered, and we'll see how long that lasts. I'll also put a link down below to the OBD2 scanner that I bought for the bike. You know, it wasn't expensive, it was about 70 bucks, but it's very well worth having if you can plug that onto your bike and pretty quickly be able to find out what fault codes you have and help you fix them. So it saved me quite a lot of money this time. I didn't have to go to the dealer to get a new O2 sensor fitted. I could work out that it was the O2 sensor by using the OBD2 reader. I could clear the fault that way, and I could purchase and replace the filter myself. Alright guys, so look, I hope you all learned something from this video and that it helped some of you out. Yeah, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, take care, ride safe.